Hi everybody, and welcome to the final shot clock of 2018. He's Rick, I'm Mark, and we're going to put a little bow on the probably the worst sports year we can remember in Arizona. So we'll start the clock. We're going to talk about one real positive, to find one in all of this mess.
And trust me, it took a lot of pre-show prep, more than we usually do.
And, well, of course, one negative, which will be very easy to do. And we'll start with the negative so we can end on a positive note.
All right, that sounds good.
So for me, my big negative of the year was just this continued inability of the Suns to get out of their own way. And, you know, I've been around enough to have seen bad franchises wallow for decades and not be able to win, but this one is about as dysfunctional as I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, you look at all the stuff that happened with Brian McDonough, I mean, getting fired, I think, just before the start of the season, and just all of this stuff that just seems to be going on, and it all, I think, kind of goes back to Robert Sarver and really just makes you wonder what is really going on there. How involved is he, and is he really just kind of getting under the skin of everybody else in that organization?
I think your big negative is a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think there was any bigger kick to the gut of Valley sports fans than losing Paul Goldschmidt. Not only is that a blow to the Diamondbacks' on-field product, but he was the face of the franchise, one of the most likable, I think, professional athletes in this city. So to lose him, and I think is really kind of a sucker punch, I think is the way you put it. And not really sure, is this kind of the one thing that makes you sure that the Diamondbacks are going into a rebuilding phase? I'm not sure, but it certainly doesn't look good.
Well, switching to the positive side, mine is one that was a gift that kept on giving all year, and that's Herm Edwards. All during the preseason, off-season, whatever you want to call it, the build-up, people were doubting his ability to coach at a high level in college football, and I'm not ready to make him, you know, Amos Alonzo Stagg quite yet. Right. But let's face it, it was a great positive all year to have him coaching the Sun Devils.
I got to go with Josh Rosen with the Arizona Cardinals. If this team is going to be one that is requiring a lot of influx of players to get good, having a player that they believe could be their franchise quarterback would be a major step in the right direction. Now, that's a big if, because we don't know whether or not he is going to have the talent or the ability to be a franchise quarterback. But if they have that guy going into next year's draft with the potential #1 pick, it's pretty big to have a franchise quarterback in your back pocket. It gives you a lot of options in the draft, gives them a lot of options looking toward a rebuild.
Plus, he's smart, and you really want to surround yourself with smart people. So that's it for 2018. I hope everybody has a happy new year, and please, we hope that our sports teams have a much better 2019. Have a great New Year's, everybody.